The Nigerian Security Printing and Minting Company, which is a subsidiary of the Central Bank of Nigeria, today unveiled a new digital tool to tackle school certificates forgery and data management. The virtual launch event of the NSPM verification and authentication of certificates of VAC portal was attended by top university officials, the Central Bank, and others. Let's take a listen to some of the presentations at the VAC event.
In keeping with the theme of this event, credential verification in the digital age, leveraging innovative technologies to prevent forgery, fortify documents, and protect institutional reputation, I would like to share my perspectives on how digital technology can strengthen our educational system for economic development and prevent credential forgery. To ensure that you truly appreciate the significance of digital technologies, such as the VAC that is being launched today, I would like to examine the convoluted challenges faced by graduates, educational institutions, and other organizations in the verification and authentication of certificates, as well as requesting for transcripts. For graduates, a delay in certificate verification could mean missing an admission deadline for further education, failure in meeting visa requirements for international opportunities, delays in securing employment, and much more. This can, you'll agree with me, negatively change the trajectory of our talented graduates in their aspiration for success and the opportunity to be part of our nation's building. For educational and professional institutions, the process of manually authenticating certificates is laborious and administratively cumbersome. The time, resources, and manpower these demands can be rechanneled to other areas where they can be better utilized. The burden of manual verification adds to the administrative complexities faced by our educational and professional institutions today. For employers and other organizations, these grapple with the daunting task of verifying the credentials of prospective employees, the reputational and financial risks associated with inadequate and cumbersome verification processes underscore the need for a more robust system that is cost-effective and easy to use. The NSPM, recognizing these challenges and the reality that our certificates, transcripts, and other types of educational certificates are essential and valuable to students throughout their education, post-education, and employment lives, proposed a vision in partnership with, of course, some of the educational institutions here today and other organizations, with the objective to replace the traditional method of manual credential verification to a modernized digital process. This process has been tested and has proved to be efficient and resilient. With the deep understanding of the administrative challenges faced by our esteemed institutions and organizations, NSPM conceived this VAC initiative. As I said earlier, a very groundbreaking solution posed to transform that landscape. The solution is a demonstration of digital innovation that can compete in an era where digital technology has forced modification in business operations, systems, processes, while also expanding the possibilities for improvement in productivity. With its real-time capability, the VAC solution sets a pioneering standard for both educational and professional institutions, as well as other organizations in credential verification and authentication. Built on cutting-edge technology, it offers a secure interface that automates and streamlines verification processes and transcript requests. The platform is user-friendly and with inclusivity features that allow access for all educational and professional institutions, regardless of its technological advancement or state. Furthermore, it expedites verification, enhances resource utilization, transparency, accountability, robust analytics, and safeguards the authenticity and credibility of educational and professional credentials.
We embarked on this project about 2 years ago. We understood what the challenges are for the universities, professional organizations, and we felt a need that, given our position, we are rightly positioned to provide a solution that would address some of these challenges. We also had some of the universities and professional organizations as our pilots on the project. The reason for that is we wanted to understand the challenges real time. In addition to that, we felt that by creating a solution that will help them in verifying some of these certificates will help in enhancing also their global credibility. So by and large, after several months of development of the solution, about 3 months ago, we had a product which we deployed to some of our pilot universities to see how it meets their objectives. And just like a number of the panelists have said, the key issues that we were trying to address is forgery and also staying ahead of the fraudsters. In terms of the value proposition of the VAC, which is the verification authentication of certificates, we believe that it's the one and only real-time verification platform currently in Nigeria. In coming up with that value proposition, we scouted and looked at all other solutions that are currently available. And we came to the conclusion, given our due diligence, that perhaps this also will help the universities and also prospective employees in streamlining the verification of certificates. Some of the value proposition of the VAC system is its advanced security features. VAC incorporates advanced security features such as encryption, both data in motion and stagnant data, and also tamper evident measures.
You know, we've been talking about fraud all day, and whether there's fraud or not, they're just right things to do at the right time. And this has to be one of the right things to do at the right time. If we just cast our mind back, our country is at the forefront of digital leadership in Africa, certainly. Let's even keep it to Africa. You know, we're attracting the largest amount of funding that is coming in from investors, both local and international. That digital transformation is so critical. If we're to create jobs, be relevant in the fifth industrial revolution, where our population is going to grow. We're going to be the third largest population in the world. I don't think in another 20 years' time, when you take a pulse at it, then you can see the scale of what we're talking about. Now, if we're going to be the third largest population in the world, and we're probably number 8 or 9 now, we're talking about this level of fraud. Just imagine if we don't digitize. The problem becomes unmanageable, scalable. And it just compounds. And it's so good to see, you know, the acting CBN governor actually a few years back actually implemented a critical building block in the banking environment where we had NIBS. NIBS moved and transformed the verification process of banking into one that is actually digitally based, biometrics based. And that's reduced fraud significantly. Now, let's be very clear, you can never ever get rid of fraud. So it's a fallacy to think anyone can, because it's an industry. And just as we're innovating against fraud, the industry, so to speak, are innovating to create new ways to actually succumb all these digital technologies that we're bringing in as well. So it's a race. It's a race. Countries do it because countries have to steal each other's information. Fraudsters do it because it's a business line for them. If you see my point, really. But this is so critical to my earlier point, and I think that as we transition as a country, building this digital infrastructure is extremely key.